Don't go away. A brand new episode of Speechless is coming up next right now on Mars.
No. Goodbye. Okay. A new episode of Common Agenda is coming up next.
Right, in the studio.
On the Emerson channel.
Yep.
Yeah, still Emerson channel.
Hey there, America, and welcome to another brand new episode of Common Agenda. I'm your host, Sam Crichton, here to take you through all the news, upcoming events, and more around Emerson College. I'll also tell you everything you need to know about the Yellow King, but that's a story for another time. Until then, just sit back, relax, and let me take you through the news. This past Valentine's Day, while I was having a romantic evening with me, sophomore David Weinstein was shaping minds with his essay, "Now that sports is starting to accept gays, gays need to stop belittling sports." Wow, that was a mouthful, but an interesting mouthful. Inspired by football player Michael Sam's coming out, David's essay goes into all the superficial views that divide sports and homosexuality, and why both sides are guilty for enforcing them. David's article was published on Slate.com and has been getting a lot of buzz, so it's definitely worth reading. Congratulations are in order to Emerson College's own Acapellics Anonymous for taking first in the International Championship of Collegiate Acapellas Northeast quarterfinals. They also took home the trophy for Best Original Choreography as well. Of course, Emersonians would take home that prize. We come for the singing, we stay, because Emerson kids also planned an elaborate choreographed number as well. The group was originally founded in 2009 and is now one of 4 officially recognized a cappella groups on campus. And want to hear something adorable? Each of the other 3 groups came to support Acapellics taking home the trophy. Props, acapella groups. Check out this lovely lady, Michelle Nigro, for snagging the title of 2014 Miss Cambridge last week. Along with Miss Boston Megan Fuller, our glamorous M sisters each received a $1,500 academic scholarship and an additional prize package worth over $10,000. Throughout the year, Megan and Michelle will be raising awareness for their chosen platforms, Knocking Out, Dropping Out, Promising Youth Success in School, and Boston Bakes for Breast Cancer. Both girls will also be competing for Miss Massachusetts title later this year. You know, not to brag or anything, I was in a pageant once too. Won a $50 Best Buy gift card, so yeah. But seriously, congratulations, girls, and good luck to you both. The Emerson School of Communication just launched their free podcast, The Emersonian. The podcast covers all the interesting issues related to communication, like the rise of social media and evolving trend of the journalism industry. Interesting and educational, the good stuff. The podcast is hosted by Philip Glenn, interim dean of the School of Communication, and features interviews with faculty and students, and even a little poetry, because we artsy folk just can't help ourselves. New episodes are released every other week, but for all you impatient communication fangirls and fanboys, the first 2 episodes are already available on iTunes for free. Add some educational spice to your iTunes library. As usual, Emersonians are taking the theater industry by storm. Emerson alum Michael Crichton was featured in the New York Times article, "You Won't Forget, 4 Faces to Watch in the New Season," and boy does Michael deserve that title. A model for adorkable artists with his hipster glasses and snazzy sweaters, Michael is also a playwright and actor. After 8 years working at a theater box office while snagging small theater gigs, Michael transcribed his experiences into Jack in a Box, a web series that eventually won an award for new media from the Writers Guild. Last summer, he quit his day job to fully focus on acting and writing, and it sure paid off. Michael found his way into playwright horizons and is about to make his debut in Sarah Rule's Stage Kiss. All right, let's take a quick break and send it over to the perfect little kitty cat, Hunter Reis. What have you got for us today?
Hey guys, I'm your favorite feline friend, Hunter Reis, and today we're both chillin' and grillin' in studio with Christina Tontisakis, a founder of one of Emerson's newest clubs, Beat Dynamics. Welcome to Common Agenda, Christina.
Thanks.
So, for those of us who have not been fortunate enough to hear about Beat Dynamics yet, tell us a little bit about the club.
Well, it's a new organization on campus, and it's basically just a new org to focus on making music videos. We focus on bridging the gap between musicians in Boston and elsewhere that want music videos made, and Emerson students that want to make music videos.
Okay, so how would I get involved in this organization if I really want to make music videos?
Well, it's really simple. You could start just sending us an email at beatdynamics@gmail.com, or you could come to one of our meetings, which we have every 2 weeks on Thursdays at 8 p.m., and we send out email blasts about that, and you could just contact us and let us know.
Okay, so where are these meetings?
The meetings are generally held in P row L151, but if something changes, we email the members to let them know.
Perfect. Now, if I'm a hip new recording artist and I really want a music video made and I just need you to do that for me, how can I get in contact with you?
The organization meets about it, and we listen to the song that you want a music video for, and we decide if it's one of the songs we want to make one for that semester.
Okay, so I know that you're one of the founders of the organization. So how did you and the rest of the founders think of this idea?
Well, we've all worked on music videos in the past. I know I've produced and directed a few independently and through other orgs on campus, and we felt that Emerson could use a music video organization since so many kids already make them on their own.
Now, I know there are a few other organizations that help with music videos too, but what stands you apart from them?
Well, since we're going to focus only on those, we'll be able to put more time into them, whereas other orgs always focus mainly on their narratives and don't do as much work on the music videos.
Okay, and it's a new organization, but I heard that you have quite a few people already.
Yeah.
How many people do you have in the club so far?
Well, right now we have about 6 members on our executive board and about 20 or so that have come to our meetings.
So I see you guys are already off to a good start, and I'm sure you guys have plenty of stuff planned for this semester. So thank you for coming today, Christina.
Thanks
It was
for
great
having
to
me.
have you. And Steadicam, rack focus, lights. All these things and more on display on our weekly segment, Focus on Film with Melanie Camacho.
Focus on Film. Today we're here with Jack Cooney, writer and director of Nature of Permanence. Let's go figure out his inspiration for the film. Come on. I'm here with Jack, the writer and director of Nature of Permanence, his own production. So, Jack, can you tell us your main inspiration for the film?
It's just like a real passion for really lowbrow, silly comedy. Like, I guess just watching a bunch of silly comedy movies and enjoying them and kind of enjoying working in film a little bit.
And it's ironic, right? Because it's a funny film
Yeah, because
with a
it's
serious
stupid.
title.
It's really dumb. It's
Yeah.
gonna be super dumb. Get out there when you hear about it, go watch it. It's gonna be so dumb.
And where can people watch it?
Internet. It's going no further than the internet.
Like YouTube?
Yeah, it'll definitely be on
Yeah.
YouTube. Biggest production challenge. Keeping my cast together and in control and not acting like a bunch of idiots, because they're not. They're a wild bunch, the people I'm gonna be working with. So that's gonna be tough.
Can you tell us why you named your film Nature of Permanence?
The Nature of Permanence came because we kind of had a collection of I made a little list of words that sounded real serious that I could throw after the nature of, because the first one was the nature of urgency, which was kind of the theme of the video.
Right.
So the Nature of Permanence sounded real existential and very serious, so I thought it would be the most apt title.
Thanks so much for joining us today, Jack. We can't wait to see your film, Nature of Permanence, on YouTube, right?
Yes, that's where you'll find it.
Perfect. Well, thanks for joining us. Oh my gosh.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Hey guys, it's Melanie. We just wrapped up with Jack talking about his film, which is in pre-production, called Nature of Permanence. But when it's done, be sure to find it on YouTube. See ya and have a great day. Bye.
Brace yourself, kids. I'm your correspondent, Michaela Halnon, here to take you through all the events coming up around Emerson. Everyone loves a good jingle, or at least they always remember them, and a logo is just like a jingle for your eyes. So if you need a new logo for your sweet new band, Lonely Hearts Club, or Dumbledore's Army, then you'll want to attend the Intro to Illustrator workshop tomorrow afternoon in Walker 418. From 2 to 3 p.m., you can learn to become a master of Adobe Illustrator. If you want a spot, be sure to RSVP at it.emerson.edu/workshops. And if anyone wants to design Common Agenda a new logo that's just a picture of me, I'm sure everyone would be okay with that. Also happening tomorrow is Kant's Biblical Hermeneutics lecture, a lecture with Lawrence Pasternak. Don't worry, it's not as complicated as it sounds. This lecture explores questions raised by Kant's book, Religion Within the Boundaries of Mere Reason, such as what role Scripture has in philosophy, if there's a common rationale core to all historical faiths, and more. So put on your thinking cap and head down to the multipurpose room from 4 to 6 and get ready to ponder with the pros. Much to sports fans' delight, Emerson is offering another opportunity for sports things. This Friday in the Cabaret, Emerson journalism professor Carol Simpson will be interviewing Michael Wilbon. For those who don't know, Wilbon is an ESPN sports commentator, co-host, and used to write a column for the Washington Post. This sports interview for Sports People will take place at 4, and there will be a question and answer and a reception afterwards. This is your chance to ask a sportsman all your sports-related questions. In fact, this just in, the event has been canceled. No, really, it just got canceled. Oops. So speaking of sports shows, show your purple and gold pride by supporting the Emerson men's basketball team at their game tonight. Our boys will be playing MIT, only a short T ride to Kendall at the MIT DuPont Athletic Center. This is the first round of the NUMAC playoffs, so the Lions need your support. We need as many of you as we can, especially since the population has been reduced to half since the early 1950s, and there are fewer than 21,000 lions in all of Africa. No, wait, that's real lions, and we need Emerson lions. So come out and show MIT just how loud Emerson lions can roar. I think I speak for many people when I say that the most exciting upcoming event is spring break. I'm sure we're all excited to go home and sleep for a week, but here's a friendly reminder about what you need to do before you can safely leave for vacation. First of all, be sure to unplug absolutely everything in your room. That includes the fridge, which you'll definitely want to empty and defrost before leaving. Also close your windows. If you live in the little building, set your heat to low, and if you live in the other dorms, keep your heat on a minimum of 60 degrees. Don't forget your keys and ID, and most importantly, have a great spring break. To close it out, let's send it over to Erin Caval for her segment on beans and all things in them. Weekend in the Bean.
With Weekend in the Bean. This week we're talking about alternative spring break, which this year is in Boston. It's from March 3rd through 7th, and you can serve for a day or for the entire week. The alternative spring Cradles to Crayons, More Than Words, Birthday Wishes, and Horizons for Homeless Children. Now let's go talk to someone who's done alternative spring break in the past. Hi, I'm here with Andrea Gordillo, who did alternative spring break last year and is going to be involved with it again this year. So Andrea, where did you go last year?
I went to El Paso, Texas.
And where are you going this year?
Eagle Butte, South Dakota.
And what are you going to be doing there?
We're going to be staying in a Native American reservation of the Lakota Nation. We're going to be working with the Cheyenne River Youth Project to stage a fashion show to empower the young girls on the reservation and to help with odd jobs here and there on the reservation and just kind of learn about their culture and immerse ourselves in it. I wanted to find some way to give back, and I'd heard about alternative spring break because one of my close friends had been doing it for a while, and she said it was extremely rewarding. So I applied, and I found out that the trip to El Paso, Texas was about immigration at the border, and I'm an immigrant myself, so not knowing that much about it, honestly, even though I went through the experience of getting a visa and whatnot, I just wanted to learn more and to hear from other people's stories and to help wherever I could. Personally, it changed my life. Before going there, I feel like I was in a microcosm, as a lot of people are at Emerson, and then going there, learning from other people, seeing different things, and relating that back to my life, it showed me that there's so much more, and that I'm part of a bigger societal fabric. The basic concept of it is putting yourself somewhere where you're uncomfortable, somewhere that challenges you, to learn from others that are different from you, that you've never experienced, you know, so obviously that's gonna expand your horizons, and you're gonna learn so much. So I highly recommend it.
Wow, wasn't that exciting? For more information about alternative spring break, go to the Emerson College website. And in case for some reason you can't figure out what to do or some plans fall through, consider helping the homeless this spring break. This has been Erin Koval with Weekend in the Bean.
Well, that about wraps us up for today, folks. I'm your host, Sam Crichton, signing off for all of us here at the Common Agenda. Remember, you can find me on Tumblr, Flickr, Grindr, Imgur, and Agender. It's the social media site for the fans of Common Agenda. So far, it's just me, the people working in the studio right now, the guys working in the office today, which is Tony, hi Tony, and our previous hosts, JD Knapp, Sam Howell, and Jamie Sanders. But I think there's room for expansion. I hope you all have a very relaxing spring break filled with good music, good times, and good friends. I hope all your Instagram pictures get at least 15 likes, and I hope you tumble well, or whatever. We'll see you next time on another episode of Common Agenda.